2026 World Cup is just days away, kicking off in the USA, Mexico, and Canada. And today we're going to be going through my World Cup predictions. Every prediction I've seen of this has terrible European bias. There are some juicy matchups in here. Let's see where your country ranks in my predictions. Let's get into it. We're going to start with Group A, and we've got the host nation, Mexico, who have to show that they can do it on the big stage. They're probably one of the best footballing nations that haven't won a World Cup yet. In that same group, we've got South Africa, South Korea, and the Czech Republic. A lot of these rankings, I see a lot of European bias, but somebody that watches Asian football through Australia, South Korea, I have topping this group. They have such a strong side. Yes, it is an aging side. I still think the likes of Son, I think Kim Min-jae is there as well. They've got Wang Hee-chan, I think it is as well. I'm going to have South Korea topping that group, with Mexico in second. Gonna throw Czech Republic in third, and in fourth, sorry, South Africa. You have some great World Cup moments, that Shabalawa moment, but I've got you finishing in fourth this group. Next up, we've got Group B, and we've got Canada, and Canada finally have a chance to show us that they can play some football. Hosting the World Cup, great strong side. Yes, it is very injury prone, but this is a perfect chance for Canada to show that what happened in the Copa America was no fluke. The rest of the group, you've got Canada, Switzerland, Qatar, and Bosnia. Sorry, Bosnia, I've got no hope. I've got you in last for this group. I'm going to throw Qatar in third. Switzerland just had a 1-1 draw with Australia this morning. I think I'm going to throw them in second, and Canada in first. Going to give the benefit of the doubt to the home team. Group C, we start off, and some say this is a group of death. I think it's very strong. You got Brazil, Morocco, and that's going to be their match week 1 as well. Scotland, and then Haiti. I will put Brazil in first. I think Morocco finished second. I think Scotland third, and sorry, Haiti, you're going in fourth. Next up, we got Group D, and I don't know how not to be biased in this group. Watching every Australian game leading into this World Cup, we have so much promising talent, and the smack talk that the US pundits have been talking, we have to beat them. We have to beat them. I would love to put the USA in fourth and Turkey in second, but I think that host nation, they will get in second place. I'm going to throw Turkey in third. I'm going to throw Australia first, and Paraguay in fourth. Sorry, Paraguay. Group E, we got Germany, Ecuador, Ivory Coast, and Curacao. Now, I don't know where to start here. I know the bottom two. Curacao, I'm sorry, you're coming in fourth. In third place, I've got Ivory Coast. And Germany or Ecuador, I could put either way. Germany, according to the bookies, should do it, but Ecuador have such a strong team that I think it's going to come down to goal difference. I'm going to throw Ecuador in first. That's going to be my roughie. That's going to be my shake-up for the group. Ecuador are going in Group E, first place. Group F, we've got Netherlands, Japan, Tunisia, and Sweden. I don't rate the Netherlands side. I get in an argument with my mate all the time about the Netherlands team. I do not like it at all. I do think they still go through. I think Japan go through on first. I think Netherlands second. I think Sweden third, and Tunisia fourth. Group G, we've got Belgium, Iran, Egypt, and New Zealand. Now, Belgium have such an aging side. You've got Egypt with Mo Salah. I don't know much about Iran, but they always perform well in the Asian Cup and in the qualifiers. And New Zealand has the GOAT, Tim Payne. I would love to put New Zealand first for all the Tim Payne banter, but I'm going to try to keep it pretty accurate. I think Belgium first, Iran second, Egypt third, New Zealand fourth. Now, Group H, we've got Spain, Uruguay, Saudi Arabia, and Cape Verde. This group, I think, is pretty self-explanatory. I got Cape Verde in fourth, Saudi Arabia in third, Uruguay second, Spain first. Spain are one of the favourites to win the World Cup. Now, Group I, another group of death, I reckon. I personally think this is the hardest group to predict. You've got France, Senegal, Norway, and Iraq. Iraq have a very strong team. Do not rule them out. They always perform so well in Asian qualifiers. However, in this case, I do think they finish in fourth. Then I would say Norway in third, Senegal second, France first. That's a very tough one. Group J, we've got Argentina, Austria, Algeria, and Jordan. Now, I think Jordan straight last place. I'll go Algeria third. Actually, I'll go Algeria second. I'll go Austria third, Argentina first. Group K is a bit of a tough one. The third place is going to be the big thing here. I think Portugal top the group. I think Colombia in second. Now, Uzbekistan versus Congo. They both have some very talented players. They are pretty shallow squads as well. Injuries, I think, will play a big factor, and I do think goal difference will come down to this. I am going to give it to Uzbekistan. I think Uzbekistan come third. Sorry, Congo, fourth place. And the last group, Group L, I would love to put England last. They have so many better players that they've left out of the World Cup. I do think England top the group. I got Croatia in second, even though the average age of their team's about 45. I'll go Ghana third, and Panama, sorry, fourth. Moving on, and we've got to predict our third place finishes. And this is going to take a while because I'm going to go through each one of these groups and see where they're going to realistically pick up points. Righto, so I think I've figured it out. I'm going to go Czechia. I'm going to go Qatar. I don't think Bosnia are that strong. I don't think Switzerland or Canada are that strong. That group can go either way. I'm going to go third place Qatar. I am going to go Scotland. I'm going to go Turkey. I am going to go Sweden, I think. Sweden, I do think, can get out of that group. They should beat Tunisia. Then I'm going to go Egypt go through, Norway go through, and this last team is between Saudi Arabia, Austria, Uzbekistan, Ghana. Ghana could probably pick up 3 points there. Uzbekistan could pick up 3 points there. Austria should pick up 3 points, and Saudi Arabia should pick up 3 points. But can they get draws? I don't think Saudi Arabia get any points against Spain or Uruguay, so I'm going to rule them out. Austria could pick up a point against Algeria, so they're still in it. Uzbek could pick up a point against Colombia or Ghana. I'm gonna go Austria. There we go. Righto, now moving on to the knockout stages. This World Cup, because it's gone to a 48 team tournament, we do have a round of 32. In our first game here, they're saying it's in Boston. I don't know if all these locations are in doubt. The first game, we've got Ecuador, Turkey, and what a clash that is. I think Ecuador have such a strong team. They were one of the youngest teams at the last World Cup, maybe a little bit too young, but they've all started to mature now, and I do think Ecuador can knock out Turkey in the round of 32 to go through to the next stage. Next up, we've got France, Sweden, and I think that's a pretty straightforward game for France. France should have no trouble with Sweden. They go through. Next up, we've got Switzerland versus Mexico, and I don't rate Switzerland too highly. I don't rate Mexico too highly, but I will give Mexico the benefit of the doubt. I think the crowd will get them over the line. Finishing in second means they won't be playing in Mexico. They'll have to play in LA, but close enough if you ask me. Then we've got Japan, Morocco. I think is one of the game of the tournaments in terms of two nations that always, not overachieve, I would say, but Morocco are such a strong side, and Japan always do well. I'm going to be a little bit biased here. I think Japan do it over the African champs. Brazil, Netherlands meeting in the round of 32 are two teams I did not want to match up straight away. Brazil have been underachieving, I would say, in the recent history. They're such a powerhouse in the World Cup. They have to get over the Netherlands. The Netherlands do have a very strong side. I'm going to go Brazil there. Germany, Senegal, just another one as well. Senegal are great, but I just think Germany get over them. Then we've got South Korea, Scotland. I'm wearing the Scotland jersey now. I do rate Scotland, but I just think South Korea's got them there. England do Austria. I'm not going to spend too much time on that. England have underachieved in the past, and I wouldn't be shocked if they do the same thing again here. I'm going to knock Croatia out here, and don't be shocked if they do make it to the semi-finals. I've underrated them at every previous World Cup, and they always seem to perform. Moving on, we've got Spain, Algeria. I think Spain do it over Algeria. Australia versus Qatar. I think Australia get it done over Qatar. That is a great matchup for Australia. It's in San Francisco. We've got Belgium versus Czech Republic. Czech Republic, in my opinion, were lucky to get through. I'm going to go Belgium, even though they are quite old. Argentina do Uruguay. Should be light work there. You got USA versus Iran, funnily enough. If this is a matchup that is hilarious, I'm going to go USA to do Iran. Canada, Egypt. Oh, I'm a United fan. I'm going Canada. Sorry, Salah. Portugal do Norway. Haaland, you're going home. First World Cup, I know, but you're not doing it over Portugal. Bruno's going to knock you out. With the round of 16, our first game, we have Ecuador, France, and I did not want to knock Ecuador out this early. I think Ecuador will have such a strong team, but unfortunately, I'm going to have to knock Ecuador out. France, you're going through. Next up, Mexico, Japan, and I think this is where Mexico go home. Yes, it's in Texas. Yes, there's going to be lots of Mexican fans there. Japan do it for me. Japan have such a strong team. Brazil, Germany in the round of 16 in New York. Oh my God, what do I do here? I'm going Brazil. I'm going Brazil. The German team has dropped off over the last couple of years. I'm going to go Brazil. I have high hopes for Brazil. I hope they do well. I hope they don't underperform. South Korea versus England. I'm going to go England. Sorry, South Korea. This is where you go home. I know I talk a lot of shit about England, but they do have a strong team. And if they pick their strongest team, I would have England almost getting to the final four. Colombia, Spain in Dallas. I think Spain go through there. Spain are one of the favorites to win the tournament, according to the bookies. Australia, Belgium. Now, I know this is going to annoy a few people, but I think that is a perfect matchup for Australia. Belgium aren't the nation they used to be, and even when they were that nation, they were always quarterfinals at best. They never went too far. And right now, that's probably the weakest Belgium Australia could versus one of the strongest Australian teams that we've had in recent history. I think we do it. I think Australia finally make the quarterfinals. Argentina, USA. This is quite funny. The USA can't seem to separate club football from international football. I feel like a lot of the fans think Messi should be playing for the US, just like they thought Son should be. We'll go Argentina. There you go, US. You're going home in Atlanta. Canada, Portugal, another thing. I got nothing against Canada, but Canada have had a lot of players just returning from injuries, and I think you're lucky to get this far. Portugal go through. Moving on to the final 8, we've got the quarterfinals, and this first game is juicy. We've got France versus Japan. Now, I am a massive fan of this Japanese team, but France, if they get it right, France should win the World Cup. It always goes that way. I feel like everybody, for a safe bet, always predicts France World Cup, but there's just something that doesn't click right for them or something like that. I'm gonna go France, but Spain, Australia, I hate to say it, I think this is where we go home. I would love to beat Spain. If we get this far, do not write us out. A quarterfinal Australian team, do not write an Australian team out of the quarterfinals, even if it is against Spain. A 1-0 win or a penalty win is very easy to do there. We have some talented players. I'm going to go to the bookies here, but I am going to go Spain go through just for the prediction video. If we make that game against Spain in the quarterfinals, but I hope you know, money's on Australia. We are winning that game. Next up, we've got Brazil, England, and England, I'm sorry, you're going home. Brazil, one of the powerhouses of the tournament. England's team should go through if they pick their right team. I just don't have faith in Thomas Tuchel. Some of the players he's picked, like Jordan Henderson's still going for the vibes. They've left out Cole Palmer, one of England's best midfielders. They've left out Phil Foden. They've left out Harry Maguire, their captain. Or he's not their captain, but should be. They've taken Ivan Toney. Yeah, England, just based on that, you pissed me off with your predictions. Brazil, you're going through. And then Argentina, Portugal. GOAT versus GOAT. Messi versus Ronaldo in the quarterfinals. Honestly, that game, if you're in Kansas and do not go to that, fool you. But I think tickets to that are going to be so expensive. I'm going Portugal. I think Portugal beat Argentina. Do I think Ronaldo's as good as he once was? No. Do I think Messi's as good as he once was? No. Messi seems to be holding up a little bit more, but Messi seems to play in the MLS. And I don't know if you've seen the MLS as of late, but half the goals seem to be in his favor. The referee, he seems to referee his own games, and honestly, a lot of it just seems rigged. I'm going Portugal. Sorry, Argentina. Semi-finals. If any of these 4 teams make it, I think any 4 of these teams can win it. France versus Spain could be a final. You got Brazil, Portugal could also be a final. Any of these matches lined up, it all depends on who shows up on the day. I'm going Mbappe does it over Spain. I'm sorry, Spain. I know you won the Euros, but you're not doing it. Then I've got Brazil, Portugal. This is where I think Brazil knock out. I've got Portugal going in over France. Third place match, we've got Spain versus Brazil. I don't pay too much attention to the third place matches. They are a fun watch, but a lot of it's just like you've missed out in the semi-finals. It is what it is. I have Spain beating Brazil in that. France versus Portugal in the final in New York. It's so poetic if Ronaldo finally gets his World Cup. Is he going to do it? I just don't think Portugal have it in them to beat France. I think Mbappe gets that World Cup again. I think they go through. That French side is so strong. There are numerous ways you could pick that side and it would still be one of the strongest teams. I honestly think a French B team would almost make the semi-finals. They are so strong. Being the French coach there would be so hard to pick your best front 3 because anyone that gets left out of that team honestly could be starting in any other nation. And there you have it. That's my 2026 World Cup predictions. If there's anything you disagree with, let me know down in the comment section below and we'll come back to this when the tournament's over.